Ice Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Blue 56, check 56. Blue down.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Watch the pass.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Lewis here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Throwing on second down. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Wilson. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw again is Wilson. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle to Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. On first down, it's Lewis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Come on, 180. Man, that's trash. That's trash. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
180. That's it, baby. We're going out.
Now Scott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Cooper.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
17.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aldrick Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
You go tight.
On third down, Wilson. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Plus 56. I got him. They got 4 down, 4 down. Like 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd and 10. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Goff now looks to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Wilson will throw. And his pass incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Wilson to throw.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line 20. 54. Line 54. Bring it.
On second down, it's Scott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away, and the Packers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
56. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? 4 down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
56. Check 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. yards. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's a definite...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Gerald McCoy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace. Because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff. Past the 20. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Goff throwing again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it's caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Got it. Better bring. You better bring. Hustle. You better bring. Yes, sir.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw is Wilson. Complete. This is Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Dion Lewis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go.
Back to throw, gone. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, Packers.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta. Hold on. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Value three.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as Slant keeps the drive moving. Deep for Smith. This is caught. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st down, Scott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 4 now.
They go again with Scott. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. The open man is Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
Let's go, let's do it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twitch. Check. Fresno. Hard ball. Lefty. Kill.
They'll run with Scott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
20. 54.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. The drive starts with a completion left side. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Scott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A tackle that time by Ahkello Witherspoon. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's all over.